Assalamualaikum. Hello and welcome to the second edition of the English speaking task of Sekolah Sultan Shah. You may realize I now have a face cam. Hello. So there's your long awaited face reveal. I don't know who's waiting, but here you go. I shall stop blubbering and continue on with the speaking task. 4A, speak. A, discuss. Which subjects at school do you find interesting and motivating? What makes them so? I find that chemistry as a subject fits this criteria of being interesting and motivating at the same time. I must say I've always been interested in the study of subatomic particles, and some chapters in my syllabus, the Form 4 2020 chemistry syllabus, really focus on that specifically, so it piques my interest even more. It's also motivating in the sense that I strive to impress my father, who also happens to be a chemist, and besides that, it's also because I really want to avoid getting a poor grade, since that would very likely leave him devastated. I'll be devastated also, and not to mention my mother, of course. Do you think the use of technology helps in the classroom? Yes, I do think so. Such technology can be utilized properly to further assist the teacher, in teaching, not to mention being environmentally friendly, but of course there is always the risk of it being misused by students. I'm sorry. Okay. Task B, look at the pictures below. In pairs, discuss which of the following are suitable for educational purposes, and talk about the advantages and disadvantages of each of them. Use the words and or phrases in the box. As you can see, I'm a little lonely right now. I don't have a pair, so I'll just talk to myself like I always do. So the first things first, the internet. I think the advantage is that everything is, as they say, at our fingertips. Yes, it will require time and effort to search for more intricate and detailed information, but it wouldn't be much, and we are guaranteed to get the closest, if not the correct and most precise answer. So we can pretty much conclude it's a very resourceful tool. Excuse me. And the disadvantage is that, as I have mentioned, everything is at our fingertips, and not only mine or yours, but literally everyone who has access to it, and not everyone has good intentions with it. Some may have malicious intent, which may seem harmless since it's just online and not real life, but I'm sure it can do a number on our online reputation if anything private were to be leaked, and that may very likely have negative repercussions on our social life. All that among other things, but I do think using a government account, such as Malaysia, we have the MOE account, and that can pretty much bypass this problem. It makes logging into websites, I think it makes it safer. Moving on, ebooks and interactive whiteboards. The advantage is that these gadgets are very helpful to students, teachers, and also the environment. I say it's helpful to students and the environment because, to the students, they don't have to lift heavy bags anymore to school containing the very, very thick textbooks. Since everything is already stored in the tablet, in a probably PDF form in the tablet, so they pretty much don't have to bring any books at school other than their exercise books, probably. And it's eco-friendly, it's environmentally friendly, since it's simply a soft copy. As I said, everything is stored in the tablet, and no paper was used in the making of it. So no paper means no trees being cut down. And it's helpful to the teachers in the sense that the teacher no longer has the use of a normal whiteboard or blackboard And if they want to present anything, usually they use this really big pieces of papers, but now they don't really need to anymore, since they can just project whatever's on their laptop or on their desktop to these interactive whiteboards. uh, uh, excuse me. And they can just, write notes or move the screen up and down, change tabs, look at other present other things, and they don't have to walk back and forth from their laptop or desktop to the board, because they have these smart pens which can assist them very much. And honestly, with these two products, I really don't see a disadvantage at all, other than costing a fortune, of course, but I think it'll be worth the arm and leg. Moving on, CDs slash DVDs. In my opinion, CDs and DVDs are little, how do you say, outdated, but I do think they work wonders with audio recordings, so they're best used in a listening session or listening test. And the disadvantage is, of course, they do require a CD or DVD player or laptop connected to speakers to fully function, and those do require the quite the amount of space. So maybe not the laptop, but the DVD player will definitely. And the last one is virtual reality. And honestly, I think this virtual reality thing is just a stretch. I really can't see a situation where teachers will set up these VR headsets in the classroom, with the reason being educational purposes. I don't see how teachers will go through that much effort. Probably students will just damage the thing. The final task: speak, talk in pairs. I'm still alone. Look at the picture below and discuss the questions. Use the words and/or phrases in the box. So, based on the questions, we see, what do you think has happened? So, based on this picture, I'm assuming the boy has dropped the girl's MP4 that has been lended to him, I assume, into some body of water, probably a puddle on the street, since it's very unlikely for him to drop it in the toilet, and because that would be considerably illogical. How does the boy feel? I think the boy feels very guilty, and he seems really scared to tell the truth to the girl about what really happened, judging by his facial expressions. What do you think the boy should say to the girl, and how do you think the girl will react when she finds out what happened? I think the boy should immediately apologize to the girl before she gets the chance to get mad. As the saying goes, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So that's out of the way. He now can tell the girl what really happened and hope she doesn't explode. How do you think the girl react? If she's a smart and matured and understanding girl, she'll probably forgive the boy and understand that it wasn't something that he deliberately did, and it was just a mistake. And probably he wouldn't even ask the boy to buy her another one, although I think the boy really should, if he wants to stay friends with this girl. If you're in the same situation, what would you do? First of all, if I were in that situation, I would drop down to my knees and beg for forgiveness. But luckily, I know I won't, because of obvious reasons. And has anything similar ever happened to you? Fortunately, no, nothing similar has ever happened to me, because I don't use MP4 players, and I'm sure I'm smart enough to not borrow one from someone else. And I think that pretty much concludes my speaking task. I shall stop this recording now and submit it to YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry if you didn't catch anything. My mic has been causing me problems over the past few days. Tell me what you think about the face cam, and I guess I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.